Hi, this is Michelle from Thorne Chess. Today we're going to discuss how the pieces move. The first piece we're going to discuss is the rook. The rook can move in a straight line, either horizontally or vertically. It can go back, it can go forward and side to side, as long as there are no other pieces to block its path. The bishop works opposite the rook. It can go in a diagonal. You'll notice that this bishop is on the dark squares. The bishop that starts on a dark square will always be on a dark square and can't touch any piece on a light square. The next piece is the knight, and he's a little tricky. He moves in an L-shaped formation, either two squares and then one square, or one square and then two squares. So he'll go up and over, or down and over, and he can move in any direction. These red squares are all the squares that this knight can land on. If you notice, there is a pattern to the way that he moves. The knight can jump over pieces, so is really useful when you're in cramped quarters. The next piece is the most powerful. It's the queen. She has the power of both the bishops and the rooks. She can move in a straight line, diagonally, horizontally, vertically, and in any direction, as long as there are no other pieces blocking her path. As you can see, she has a wide range on the board. The king is the most important piece, because if he gets captured, the game is over. But as far as movement, the king is like the queen and can go in any direction, but he can only go one square at a time. The next piece is the pawn. Now your pawns are your first line of defense and attack, and they have some special movement. When you have your row of pawns, the first move, you can choose to move two squares, or you can move one square. But that only is for the first move of the pawn. After that, it can only move one square at a time. It doesn't matter if you've moved two squares on your first move or one square on your first move. After that, it only goes one square at a time. Pawns also attack other pieces on the diagonal instead of moving straight ahead. So that's another little trick with the pawns. Now let's play.